was a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Finds his man. It's man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. In its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's got it, and they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Quarterback moving. Trying to breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Off play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working that left side now. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the move, it's Saunders. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on first down. Reels it in down the right side. Finds some room. He's at the touchdown. extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Fires to the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Osborne. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Firing to the right, complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Oh, better look out! Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in their work.
Turning it on! We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
They'll immediately call timeout.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Punts it out of the air. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you can do it.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Osborne. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Everett. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Washington right back to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He got it. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Benedict. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Trying to pound their way in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. And they swarm him under. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Got a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games and big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. In the red area, it's Saunders. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
Each Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football and leaving touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against pressing blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, the ground game. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Soft spot in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Osborne. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. From the gun. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Washington. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it?
Strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get them.